guys, it's your girl Fairy Queens here, and welcome back to another video. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing amazing. So in my last video, I went over the Yahoo Finance article, which basically talked about MGI purchasing Kingsisle Entertainment for $126 million plus earnout. This is obviously huge news to the community, and we are very excited to see where this leads us. In the last video, we weren't given a whole lot of information on Pirate 101, we were more so just focused on Wizard 101, because they didn't really talk about Pirate 101 accumulating that much revenue. However, they have updated the article, especially on the MGI website itself, and I would like to talk a little bit about this. So here I would just like to point out that there is much more focus on Pirate 101. So let's go ahead and read this. Kingsisle was founded in 2005 and is a leading US game developer and publisher. Its flagship title is the online PC game Wizard 101, while also its second game, Pirate 101, is doing well. The mobile IP rights of Wizard 101 and Pirate 101 are included in the transaction, while further loss-making mobile activities are excluded from the transaction and will be continued by one of the founders. The global pandemic and larger game updates positively impacted Kingsisle's 2020 revenues and have been normalized to pre-COVID levels within the pro forma financials above for the valuation of the company. Wizard 101 as well as Pirate 101 currently almost exclusively generate revenues from the North American market, offering material European revenue growth potential to MGI. There will be further growth potential from launching the game on console as well as developing a mobile version for 2022 onwards. If you haven't heard this already, that is correct. It seems like Wizard 101 and Pirate 101 are going to be updated with the new purchase of Kingsisle from MGI. This is amazing news, and I know in my last video I was a bit skeptical on Pirate 101 just because there wasn't as much focus on it, but I'm pretty sure that this just practically confirmed that they are wanting to update Pirate 101. And yes, developing a mobile version for 2022 onwards. Now, if I'm going to give my personal opinion, I think that this is good. I think that this practically solidifies that Pirate 101 and Wizard 101 are not going to be dying anytime soon. However, I have a few concerns about developing a mobile version for Wizard 101 and Pirate 101. Now, it's no surprise that those are very in-depth games. I mean, think of just housing, for example. Whenever you are decorating a house in-game, there are so many things that you can do, and even glitches or like advanced movement. There are so many things that require very precise precision, if you will. Imagining that on mobile doesn't really feel realistic to me. Now, I know that's just one tiny part of the game, but there's definitely other examples that I can provide. Questing, for example. We already get pulled into mob battles a lot as it is on PC, but imagine questing on mobile. I mean, you would be getting pulled into mob battles constantly. Or, for example, dungeons. There's several dungeons in the game that have puzzles, and those require a lot of accuracy. And if you don't get those right, you normally end up facing a consequence, which most of the time is an extra battle that you didn't have to do. To me, it doesn't really seem like these games can do as well on mobile. They're just very large games. It's not anything similar to Roblox, in my opinion. It's just very in-depth. And that's not even talking about PvP. I am not a game developer though in any way, so I don't necessarily know how that works with like the coding. I am only talking from a player's perspective. Now, the one thing that I can say, when Wizard 101 and Pirate 101 actually do go to mobile, I think that this will be very convenient for gardening, if that's an option, and pet training. Those are two things that don't necessarily require a lot of precision, and imagine just rolling over in the morning, grabbing your phone, and checking your evil magma pea garden on your phone. Oh my gosh, that would be so amazing. That is something that I can see going to mobile and being very successful. And then pet training, well, we did have Grub Guardian, so that was also very successful. But truthfully, those are the only two things that I can really see working. I never really pictured Wizard 101 or Pirate 101 being mobile games. They just seem way too in-depth to me. But that doesn't mean that I won't be trying them, because I definitely will. Now, another thing that I would like to talk about. I wonder if these are going to be cross-platform. I would assume that you would be allowed to log into your account on mobile as well, but really? How would you know the difference between a PC player and a mobile player? To me, it feels like the mobile players will be at a little bit of a disadvantage while playing with the PC players, but again, I'm definitely not a game developer, so I don't really know how the controls and everything would work. I can only talk from past experiences with other mobile games. But nonetheless, I am still excited to see what happens, and I definitely will be trying Wizard 101 or Pirate 101 on mobile in 2022. Although it doesn't quite make much sense to me at the moment, that's okay, I'm here for it. I wonder how it's all going to play out, and if it's just going to be the full game on mobile, or if it's going to be just certain aspects. I guess we'll see. I want to know your thoughts down in the comments. What do you think Wizard 101 and Pirate 101 on mobile is going to be like? You think it's gonna be laggy? You think it's gonna be the entire game? Or do you think it's just gonna be certain parts? And do you think it's gonna be cross-platform or not? Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a big thumbs up and a comment down below. Bye!